Hello and welcome to this video, everyone. In this video I'm going to be demonstrating an app and reviewing an app called Exploring Braille with Madilyn and Ruff. Now this app obviously is a way for very young children to learn Braille, and it's been designed and created by a mother with a daughter who has a severe visual impairment. Her name is Madilyn, and she also has a dog called Ruff, and they are both characters that form part of the app. Now the app costs $2.99 in the App Store. Before we start, I would just like to point out that there are some limitations to my review. This app has been designed to work with a refreshable Braille display, which I don't have on me, and so I'm not doing this review with one attached to the iPad. And it's also recommended that for one of these sections of the app, a reading section, that it is used with a handout, which is a free download from the manufacturer's website. But again, I'm not using that handout either. Now the app is designed to be used with VoiceOver, and I shall turn that on. And VoiceOver is, of course, the screen reader on the iPad, and I shall turn VoiceOver on in a minute or so, just before I start the app. Now, I did not know, when I first downloaded the app, I did not know that I should be using a refreshable Braille display with it, or that there was a printout available, because none of that was explained in the app itself. It's only when I started to use the app and I got really confused about it that I had to go and find some more information about it, and it was from reading other reviews of this app that I found out about a refreshable Braille display and a printout. Now I think that's a weakness of the app, that there aren't clear instructions about how to get the best use out of it. Now the app, let's open it up. The app, as we can see from the home page, is designed to be used with young children. It is also designed to be used in a social context, such as a young child who is blind working with a parent, or an older sibling, or a sighted peer. And so that could go some way in explaining why on the surface of it has such a visual interface when it's targeted at children with visual impairments, because they want it to be a joint learning experience. So I'm going to turn VoiceOver on now.
VoiceOver on. Exploring Braille. Page description. Button. Landscape.
And so using VoiceOver in these videos always makes it a little bit more complicated, because at times we end up talking over each other. So the cartoon look of the app informs us that the targeted audience is for young children. It has three main sections on the home page. There's the Teach Me section, the Let's Play section, and the Quit section, and we'll go into these sections in a little while. But first of all, I want to go through these icons up here. Now the AD icon, which I'm currently focusing on, is a page description.
Page description. Button. Alert. Description not seen.
And there you go. That describes the look of the home page and what's going on the home page essentially. Now the next button,
Cancel. Button. Page high score. Button.
is for the high score. This shows for the reading and writing sections what your high score is.
Main menu. Button. Page description. Settings. Button.
The next selection, the next icon is for settings. And here you can see that you can have the letters in any random order. You can have it so that only the Braille images are displayed, or indeed you can customize the letters, so you don't have to do what you've got here. Is you've got all the letters of the alphabet, so you can have it so that you don't, I guess, so you don't have to have all of the letters of the alphabet showing up.
Dismiss popper. Page description.
And then the final
Braille cell tutorial button.
icon
Braille cell tutorial button. Braille cell
is
settings button.
the Braille cell tutorial. So you've got the 6 dots of Braille there, and then you've got your buttons 1 to 6 below, which mimics your Braille device, for instance your Braille note or your Mountbatten Brailler. So there's a little there's a little tutorial there on the Braille cell and what it's all about.
Exit button. Exit. Page description button. Alert. Low battery. Dismiss button.
Okay, so let's
Exploring Braille. Page description button.
go on the Teach Me section first of all.
Page description button.
Now there are 2 sections, Flashcards and Alpha Guide. In Flashcards,
Button.
if we just
Braille cell tutorial button.
and I found this to be a little bit slow and unresponsive, but you can see here that letter A appears with its Braille code, so with dot 1. And what Flashcards is, with the arrow here, we can move through
Next.
each letter of the alphabet, or using the back arrow down here, we can go backwards through the alphabet,
Next.
and each letter of the alphabet appears with its Braille code beside it, so B is 1 and 2. So let's just move through.
Next. C. Next. Button. Next. D. Next. Button.
And I'll quickly show you.
Next. E. E. Next. Button. Next. F.
And it goes on, obviously right to the end of the alphabet, to the letter Z. You can also use your back button.
Button. Back. E. Back. Button. Back. D.
Which takes you back to the beginning of the alphabet. And so you can hear that VoiceOver reads each letter out. So let's
Main menu.
touch on the main menu button
Main
below.
Page description button. Alert. Description not seen. Cancel button. Teach me button. Page description button.
Okay, so in the Teach Me section,
Alpha guide.
the second part of it is the Alpha Guide section. Now, the Alpha Guide section
Tutorial button. A. B. C.
just seems to automatically go through the alphabet without the need for the arrows that you had with the flashcards. So it just scrolls through the whole alphabet.
G.
And you've got the letters, you've got the Braille code, and obviously VoiceOver
H.
reads out the letters as well.
I. J. K. L.
Now let's go back to the main menu.
Button. Main menu. Page
And
description. Button.
Let's go to Let's Play.
Page description. Button.
Now this too contains 2 sections, reading and writing. And to be honest, it took me a while to work out how the reading section worked, because again there was just a lack of guidance or instructions about how you should be using it. So let's go to reading.
Reading. Button. Reading. Turn alert. Turn voiceover speech off.
Now, as you open it, you are prompted to turn VoiceOver off,
Okay. Button.
but we'll leave it on.
B.
Now, this reading section is a section where you are meant to be using your printed handout. Now, the printed handout, which, as I've said, is available from the manufacturer's website, contains just like this display, you've got 3 letters on the screen. So the handout just contains 3 letters on a piece of paper. It's got the letter itself, it's got its Braille code, and then you add a piece of embossed Braille to each of these letters as well. So you can play the same thing that's on your screen on paper, so that the Braillist gets a real chance of feeling the Braille instead of just trying to listen to it on the screen. Now, you're meant to choose the correct letter. You've got a choice of 3 letters here, and you're meant to choose one of them, which is the correct letter. Now, I had to work out on my own, because of an absence of any clear instructions, that it wants you to go through the alphabet. And if you get it right, you can see up here you get a bone or a reward point. So obviously the next one we're meant to choose is B. And as you can see, you get the reward points up here of the bones. You get more, 1 for every correct letter that you press. And these bones then go to reward Ruff the dog. Now, I think that the real strength of this app is the writing section. So let's go, and I must hurry this because I'm running out of time on my video. Now, and what you've got here is, again, you're going to write the letter. You're going to write all the letters of the alphabet, starting obviously with A, as we can see at the top here. And you've got your Braille buttons at the bottom. So you get a chance to write each letter of the alphabet using the combination of Braille keys at the bottom.
1 button. 2 button. Text field is editing. 1 button.
Now, what's interesting here is that doesn't work with VoiceOver.
Alert. Text field. Alert. Accessibility options. Selected. VoiceOver. VoiceOver off.
Okay, so I've turned VoiceOver off, and you can see it does work. So we're just using the Braille buttons at the bottom of the screen to create our alphabet. And again, it goes through from A right through to Z at the end of the alphabet. Now, I'm not sure if these letters that are here, if you've connected a Braille, refreshable Braille device to your iPad to use with this app, I'm not sure if these letters can actually be written using the refreshable Braille device, or whether or not the refreshable Braille device is only to refer to and to read. But if you've used this app with the Braille device, then please let me know in the comments. And that's it, folks. That is a review and a demonstration of an app called Exploring Braille with Madilyn and Ruff. If you have any comments, please let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to hear any feedback. Thank you for watching.